Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our midday briefing. Thank you also for following us live on Europe by satellite. Today is Friday, 16th of September. Let me start our announcements with details on the President's agenda for the next days. As I already announced yesterday, the President will chair on Sunday the meeting of the College of Commissioners, which was moved forward exceptionally because of the very busy agenda of next week. I do not have yet details for you regarding what is on the agenda of the College of Commissioners because the meeting of the heads of cabinets will be convened this afternoon. After that, once we have the confirmation, we are going to send you the information through the usual channels, social media, and our usual information procedures. Then, on Monday, the President will be in London, where she will take part in the state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. After that, the President will travel to New York to participate in the UN General Assembly and in a series of sideline events and bilateral meetings. The President will notably take part in the opening of the general debate of this year's General Assembly. She will attend numerous other events, including, and that is not an exhaustive list, the Christchurch Core Leaders Summit with President Macron and Prime Minister Ardern, a leaders event on COP15 on biodiversity, called Countdown to COP15, a Global Fund pledging conference chaired by President Biden, an event hosted by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and additionally, on Thursday, the President will deliver a keynote address at Princeton University. We will publish shortly a press release where you can find more details on the activities of the President, of Executive Vice President Timmermans, HRVP, and college members, other college members that will participate in next week's General Assembly in New York. With that, I will now pass the floor to Adalbert, who has some interesting news for you regarding mobility, news that will also be of practical relevance to you on Sunday.
Indeed, thank you, Dana. Environ 3 000
About 3,000 European towns and cities are involved in the European Mobility Week, which starts today. You know, fossil energy is expensive and polluting. Transport accounts for almost a quarter of the EU's greenhouse gas emissions, and they're continuing to grow, hence the need for urgent change. This week, we'll all have an opportunity to see how, by updating our infrastructure and our travelling habits, we can save energy, money, and even frustration, which one feels when held up in traffic jams. Amongst the activities on offer, there are more than 1,000 car-free days, bicycle festivals, electric vehicle exhibitions, and also permanent measures set in train by the participating towns and cities. To find out what's happening near where you live, I would invite you to consult the European Mobility Week website that you'll find in our daily news. Thank you very much, Adalbert. That was extremely interesting. Let me remind you, the Ministers of Agriculture and Fisheries are in Prague for an informal meeting.
Is representing the Commission at that meeting. The focus of the discussions in Prague is on current food security issues, future trends and solutions to help reduce hunger in the world. Ministers will also discuss the situation on agricultural markets and the sustainability of European and global food production. A press conference with Commissioner Wojciechowski will take place at around 1 p.m. Of course, you can follow it on Europe by satellite. Finally, let me welcome a group of visitors that is joining us in the press room today. Welcome to the European Commission and to our press room. It is about a group of journalists and journalist students from the United States that are here with us brought by the RIAS Berlin Commission. It's lovely to have you here. I hope you'll find something interesting or relevant for what you do, and I hope that we're going to make a nice impression. So, colleagues, the stakes are high. With that, I'm only going to remind you all that we will limit this midday to 40 minutes maximum, because at 12:45 we will have a technical briefing on the European Media Freedom Act that was just presented to you by Vice President Jourova and Commissioner Breton. So let's start. Who has questions for us today? Please raise your hand if that is the case. I see a question from Weihua. Yes, go ahead.